part two. I'll figure out what I'm going to title this before next weekend gets here. Um, Kind of dawns on you after a while. Like, damn, I've been here that long, but it's like whatever, you know. If you've been doing it so long, it's whatever. Sometimes we're here weeks at a time. It's like feels at home. It is home to me if that's the case. My home away from home. But now the video was entitled some along the lines of what magic is or whatever the hell it was. And I had like a witch's brim hat on. I had my little Ouija board I made out of cardboard, you know, holding it in my hand. It was not a real Ouija board. I make costumes, I make props. Um, that's what I do. I love making art. I love creepy stuff. I'm 35 years old. I'm sure of myself what I'm doing. You know, I'm not some fucking 20-something-year-old. Oh, I shouldn't have made that Ouija board. No, I made it and I meant it. And I use it all the time in with my costumes, my little moves I make. Like I said, it's not a real Ouija board. It's made to look like a Ouija board. The planchette doesn't even move. It's glued on there. I made that Ouija board back in, I want to say 2013-ish. I made it all by hand. And I made that. And I made the movie. And this Teresa Roos broad, and the reason I'm calling her names is she deserves it, and I'll tell you why. Okay. Now she goes onto this specific video, which I didn't understand because she brought up, oh well, yeah, I love William Gannett Cemetery, and how she live out here out in Westland, and how she was a little girl, and she used to play in the place, and you know, and she lived not too far around, you know, not too far close from, you know, the Eloise mental asylums and this and that. I'm like, oh well, it's a prominently white area. Westland's a prominently white area. Certain parts of it anyway, you know. And Satan himself knows I've been there more than I care to admit. And I felt things at that graveyard. It's not your run of the mill. It's nowhere to fuck around. I'm gonna tell you that now. Don't go by yourself. I've done it, but I haven't done it since. That's how the energy is. And she messaged me on that one video with me holding the Ouija board. Oh, hey, blah blah, what's up? I used to go to the William Gannett Cemetery, and she grew up there, and you know, in that area, in the Westland tri-state area. I'm like, okay, but my thing is, why didn't she go to the video that was about the graveyard? Why did she just go to some random video? Now, sure, I know I got a lot of videos on my YouTube. I understand that. Okay, I'm like, yeah, I went there. As if some people, some Caucasian people who are racist, they want to pretend like what they do is so sacred. Motherfucker, is not sacred. It's there. I went, and if I want to go again to William Gannett Cemetery, I'll fucking go as many times as I want. It's a free country. So don't even try that. Just like Caucasian people go to the hood all the time. I can care less. I personally prefer you not to, but that's on you. It's dangerous. I live there. I live in Detroit. There's certain parts of Detroit that are bad, certain parts are good. However, I live between both. Um, I lived in Detroit my whole life, so I know all about it. Okay. Um, some of them try to act like what they do is so sacred. And the way she peeled off to me is if I'm like, well, what is she trying to say? This dumb bitch trying to say, oh, I shouldn't go there or I don't belong there. Like, there's no sign to say no blacks allowed. It's a graveyard, asshole. It's there. It's open to the public. He wants to go. Kids go there and film all the time. I don't care what race they are. I'm like, okay, this is weird. But I carried the conversation on. I'm like, you know, this is kind of weird that she's going to this video rather than go to the other one. But I get it. You know, it kind of makes sense. You know, me holding the Ouija board and talking about magic and, you know, okay, you put two and two together. Okay, she's cute, though. That's cute. That's adorable of you to do. You're adorable. But it just didn't make sense. That'll be like me going to someone's video on YouTube and they're playing basketball or talking about how to play basketball and the rules and tribulations of it. But instead of going to their video, they're talking about basketball on. I go to a video of them walking their dog. Like, no, you just don't do that, you know. And she goes, "Oh yeah, well we should fucking hang out sometimes." I'm like, "Oh wow, so this is kind of like a date," which is abnormal for me because I'm not the manly man. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not. I don't drive. I don't have facial hair or any of that kind of shit. You know, this is how I dress. Obviously, I wear women's clothing. You want to call it cross dressing? That's fine. Um, I'm bisexual. I probably wear more makeup than most of you females who's watching, listening to this video. If you do, I'm really into feminine fashion. I'm bisexual, but I'm really into feminine fashion. Okay, and I'm like, okay, I mean, all right, and I kind of let it go through my ear and out my ass. I knew she was talking shit because females don't want nothing to do with me. They show me no affection. That's why I don't ever see myself going back to being straight. I didn't say I hate women, but the ones I deal with on here sometimes, and ones I dealt with in the past in the flesh, whether it be on here or whether it be in the flesh, yeah, I hate them. I ain't say I hate all women, but the ones I've dealt with, I do hate them because they're relentless. And what gets me is they do this shit and they treat me like I'm garbage. But you know what? No one says nothing to the pedophiles and the killers and murderers. And these guys that pretend they're got women and they go and set women up and rob them and kill and rape them. Do that shit to them, man, not me. I'm not even into your ass. I'm not even into women. So why are you doing this shit to me? And I knew this bitch was setting me up. I knew it. So we started talking. She goes, "Oh yeah, well, apparently she lives. I don't know where the fuck she lives. She doesn't live out in this area no more. She do the area really well. She goes, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be moving real soon, and for work, and she's going to be looking for a place to live. And there's an airport out here. She said she's going to apply for the work." I'm like, "Oh okay." So she goes, a week from prior to that time she was talking to me, she did me on my Google Plus. She goes, "I'll message you and we'll exchange numbers. We'll go up there." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And like I told you, a lot of times I let one thing go through my ear and out my ass. Like I told you, I'm talking to a celebrity on Twitter. And that kind of ran dry. She doesn't talk to me no more either. It's always temporary. Here's the thing with females talking to me. It's either they'll talk to me for a little bit and it's done because it's always a temporary friendship, or either they'll just block me for no reason and just stop talking to me cold turkey. And I don't know why, because they're the ones that come to me. You motherfuckers are the one that come to me. You the one come hitting on me and flirting and trying to get fresh with me. Why, I don't know, because I don't date women, so I don't know why you're wasting your fucking time. And like I said, at 35, I'm sure of myself. I'm not just, oh, I was going to watch this, oh, that motherfucker, he's a faggot, blah, blah. He don't know, because if this is all you do, then what do you expect? You ain't, it don't apply to me. All that straight guy shit does not apply to me. I ain't going to date you and carry you. I'm not going to do any of that. That's what you straight motherfucking men are for. That's not me. It's not. That's why that doesn't apply to me. You call me a faggot all you want. I know. I know what I am. I know. That's why it's called pride. Because I'm proud to be whatever I am. But you say that, but guess what? You're going to my YouTube channel. You're going to my Facebook. You're going to my Instagram. You're going to my Twitter. You're following me on here. You're watching my videos. So you talk this shit and saying faggot this and faggot that. But look who you're coming to. You're coming to mother. The nigga. You're coming to me. And where we at? She goes, "Oh yeah, I'll message you when I get to this area," meaning the area I'm in. I'm like, okay. So of course she goes, "Well, let's talk a little more privately somewhere else instead of YouTube, because when you message people on YouTube, it's right under your video. The whole world can see your whole conversation. That's so trashy." I'm like, "Okay, you got a Facebook or something?" She goes, "Oh yeah, Facebook's cool." Because I don't have a working number at the time right now anyway. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, Facebook's cool. You can call people on Facebook, so that's even better. And I knew this was a setup, and I knew it was a lie. So the next week came around. I'm like, "Yeah, so what's going on?" She goes, "Oh yeah, I'm here now." I'm like, "You're here? You're where?" Like, oh, I'm such a dumbass. So you're in this part of Michigan. Like I said, I don't know where the fuck this bra was living at before. And as cynical as that may sound, she deserves this. And the broad is not all the way there, okay? And she goes, oh yeah, I'm in the area. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, well, where should we meet? Why don't we just meet like somewhere close by, you know? There's restaurants out here. Because again, I'm not gonna meet some chick I don't know at a graveyard. That's asking to get robbed or killed or something. I knew it was a setup. The bitch was just pissed off because I went to the graveyard and she felt that, okay, this is my stumping grounds. That motherfucker actually went there, and it's like, are you kidding me? Like, if any other fucking white nigga went there, you wouldn't say a word. But since I'm black, I don't belong there, and that's the way she made it seem, you know. Now, if this young lady's race, I have no idea. To me, it sounded like a setup, as if, okay, motherfucker, you went to that graveyard. I used to like this world doesn't owe you anything, sweetie. If I want to go to that graveyard, it's my decision. We're gonna go to part 3 now. Yeah, bet. Let it get to 12. We're at 11 minutes right now, video time. And I'm like, and I was talking to her. I'm like, yeah, why don't we meet somewhere? She goes, oh yeah, okay. I'm like, all right. And she goes, oh yeah, I'm over on blah blah Palmer Street. And I'm like, where the fuck is that? Yeah, I'm over at these apartments. I'm like, again, okay, I'm gonna tell you this. You came to me on my motherfucking YouTube talking about let's meet up at a, you know, to go graveyard hunting or ghost hunting or whatever the fuck you want to do. And you're telling me to meet you somewhere? That don't add up. Number one, you're not the greatest killer in the world or psychopath in the world because you just gave yourself away. Why the fuck would I come to you so you could try to do something to me? And I knew it was a setup. So I'm like, well, why don't you meet me somewhere closer? So I'm like, I'm in another area right now. And there's this burger joint that's closed down where I bike at. I do. I'm a little flatland. You've seen the little videos I've done. Some of those videos are produced at that lot. I have several lots I go and bike at. You know, flatland BMX. You need a really smooth surface. We're gonna go into part 3 right now.